Good day to you all. I want to uh, say something about this EA that I've been using for a long time. Tested it and working out recently that I want to share with you guys on how it works. Definitely, this EA can be traded on all currency pairs, including gold and Bitcoin. But I prefer gold and Bitcoin because it only goes with USD pairs or USD news for me to able to trade awesomely and time myself. That is why I choose gold, and it gives profit in small time. You'll be able to be with profit. Now with this EA that I want to share with you guys, what you need is to purchase this EA. But first I want to show you how it works when you have to take in a trade, and how and when you have to avoid a trade. Now you could see my balance is somewhere to 96.63, and with a profit today is 0.60. Profit yesterday and a day before yesterday, it's weekend, so there is no trade over there. And I just started this somewhere around 5 a.m. in my country time, and it's still running with a decent profit. I just started recently and I've gotten 0.60. So if your daily target is 5 to 10 dollars, then I think you have to use 0.01 low size that I'm using now. But if your equity is somewhere $500+ and above, and you want to meet a daily target of $10 and above, you increase your lot size to 0.02 or 3. So with that, with the EA, the proper take profit is 30 pips. With the 30 pips, it's okay for this EA. You don't take profit for a long pips, very short pips, but you increase your lot size so that once it runs on 30 pips, you hit your profit. Once it hits on 30 pips, you hit your profit. So you could see my balance there, and there was a current running trade, and you see how it will end up with me with a profit to increase to 0.90 because I'm using 0.01 lot size, and the take profit is 0.30 pips. So now with this EA, when to run it and how you're gonna run it and when not to run it. Firstly, let's take on when to run this EA. You only run this EA when there is low liquidity in the market. If I say low liquidity, what am I saying? What I'm trying to say is when the market is not moving up and down very fast or at a faster rate. So you could see that once it goes up small, it comes small, goes up small, it comes small, up and down, small like that. Then it's telling you that the market is in low liquidity. So with that, you can run the EA. Now if there is any news ahead of you and you think there is low liquidity in the market, and you could trade for the EA for from 1 to 2 hours before the news, that is the USD news, you can take a trade. And after that, you have the news is over and liquidity has moved higher and it has settled down to low, you can also run it and make some decent profit over there. So that is how you will run this EA. Now when to avoid this EA, you only avoid this EA when there is a USD news. Okay, whenever there is USD news, you just avoid using the EA. The EA is so that it has been built with some RSM indicators together to form this EA. So since it's trading for you automatically, it will open a trade for you automatically and close in profit automatically. But there is a case there is when there is news and it moves higher, you're going to make a loss. You said, oh, this EA is not working, or the ECA is not good, meaning you are trying to say that it's not good for trading, but you are not using it as it is. So what this EA hates is news. It doesn't need any news to cross check its work. The only thing you have to do is you only run it when there is low liquidity in the market. So with that, how are you going to see there is low liquidity? As I said, when the market is moving up and down in a slow motion form, okay, that is where the low liquidity comes in. Now with these indicators that you are seeing over here, they are all RSM indicators and they are all non-repaint indicators. When I say non-repaint, that means once they show, they doesn't move. They only stay there for market to go on a chart on the direction where the indicator is telling it to go. So with that, the only repaint, that is the one that move with the chart, is only the black dots over here that you see. The black dot indicators that you see is where it's repaint. And with that too, I added it because it tells you that no, there is a possible short term. There is a possible short term. So let's take for instance, if you're on a trade of a buy, okay, if you're on a trade of a buy on this blue indicators that you've seen on the previous daily chart, daily chart, you see that once the blue circle shows, you take in a trade over there, but the black dot shows at least 4 or 5 times before getting to a high level, that is getting to the top before it shows as a blue shows a sell again, meaning that if you take a trade on now buy from the blue circle, okay, you wait for the exit point on the same blue circle to show a sell. Now when the price moves to a certain level, you see that the black dot shows that there is a reversal. Yes, there is a reversal. So with that, you can put in a small lot size. That is when you are trading manually with the indicators, you put in a small lot size so that when price fall a little bit, that is the short term, you'll be able to take a trade, take a profit there. Then hold the swing one, that is the buy one that you are holding. Then you exit it on when the blue line is. So you get to know that when you are using this EA, let's come back to the EA. If you are using this EA and you want to trade successfully, you just look at the chart, put it on 30 minutes time frame, and scroll back to the previous chart and see that once the market is about to close, every 4 hours, you see there is low liquidity over there, so you can run the EA. You see, once there is it's closer to the 4 hours of the daily time frame to close, you see that there is low liquidity. And after the market has opened around 10 p.m., that is according to my time in my country, but I think the 10 p.m. It could be an international time frame, that is the 10 p.m. or 9 is when the market closes and opens at 10, but definitely gold will open somewhere 10:30 to 11. So once it opens, you see that there is also low liquidity over there. So with that, we can run the EA. And after the 4 hours to before the daily time frame closes, you see that there was a small short form over there too, for you to make a decent trade over there. You see, this long cell over there tells you that there was a news over there, so you just avoid that. And you always run it when there is low liquidity in the market. As it is, you see, on when you are scrolling back, you get to know that on every 4 hours to the daily chart, you see that there is low liquidity, and after the daily time frame has closed, that is the daily separate bar. Okay, on the daily separate bar, after it has closed, you see that from 4 hours to, you get to know that liquidity is also low, and you'll be able to trade awesomely and with good EA. You see, this is also another one. Let's scroll back a bit. You see here too is another example of before 4 hours before the daily time frame. Yeah, that was low liquidity, and after the 4 minutes after the daily time frame, 4 hours, there's another low liquidity. You see, you get to know that once you scroll back for every 4 hours, you get to know that whenever it's 4 hours to 4 hours to daily time frame, there's low liquidity, and after 4 hours of the daily closure to, there is low liquidity, and you'll be able to run the EA. You can run the EA in the afternoon where there's low liquidity, as I said, and that is the major factor key that you should put in mind, that whenever there's low liquidity, I run the EA. But I'm telling you that there are some time that there will be a low liquidity no matter how the market is. That is where it's 4 hours to daily closure, and after 4 hours of the new open daily closure. So that is how it works. So you just have to put in mind that this is when I have to put in the EA to run, and in the afternoon too, as I said, you only avoid the news impact, and you always run it on low liquidity. So you can see that on all the daily closure time frame, you see that there is low liquidity from 4 hours to the closure, and after 4 hours of a new opening closure. So the REA is still running, and still I'm waiting for 30 pips running profit. So when the bar that you've seen down here is my overbought and oversold zone, that if you are using the indicators manually, it will also help you to trade successfully. Once the indicator shows a sell, and your overbought and oversold indicator has also shown red in oversell zone. On oversold zone, it means you are selling, and the indicator shows a buy, and your overbought has also shown on the overbought zone. It means you are taking a buy trade, and they are all non-repaint. As you see, once I scroll, no shifting of the overbought and oversold zone. You see, there will be no shifting. It's maintained as it is. So this is telling you that the indicator is good. You see, now as you can see, it is on the overbought zone, so we are buying. You see, it's on level 20 and it's on overbought zone, and indicator black one that you see here forms like a Bollinger Band. You see, many people have been using the Bollinger Band to trade, but this is a custom indicator that has been built in the form of Bollinger Band to also tell you that price is in the band, and once price is in the band, wait for a breakout, or you always trade on consolidation. So now you can see that price has moved to the band, and it's moving up. The indicators are showing you a buy, and it has also hit on the band, the lower band. So definitely you could see gold on consolidation from today, that is today the time frame, that is today Monday. Today Monday morning, you could see a consolidation pattern in this Bollinger Band if you are using this indicator. And if you are using the ordinary Bollinger Band too, you could see that there will be a consolidation only if there is no a breakout or any news to high impact news to move it. That's where you could see a consolidation. So this is the black dot here that I was saying makes a reversal for you. It shows you that it tells you that there could be a reversal chart or a reversal trend, though it's repaint, but it tells you that there could be a reverse trade over there. So you could take in a short term. So that indicator there is always telling you a short term, okay, a short term. So with the short term, you only take in when the black indicator shows. That is where you put in a short term. And with the long term, you only used the other indicator, that is the black and a brown circle that you seen here. And the other indicators also helps you. They are also in repaint, and also helps you that and tells you that price is moving to another direction. So with that, you'll be able to make a decent profit using the EA or trading manually with the indicators. And with the overbought and oversold zone tool will also help you. So what I'm waiting for is to see that my black indicator, that is the arrow, will show, and the blue and the brown circle will also show. Then confidently I could see that today gold will buy, since it will be, since the overbought and oversold indicators are also showing that price has moved to the oversold zone, and it should buy on the 30 minutes time frame. So once you put in this long trade over here, you only exit it on when the indicators has also shown that it's now a sell. That is your exit zone. With that, you'll be able to determine your entry and exit, but you can only exit it when the black indicator, that is the circle, has shown that there is a possible reversal. You could close some position and hold the rest, because with that it only shows you a possible reversal. But since your other indicators have not shown a reversal, you only hold, because they cannot make like it will be in the sense that once you take in a trade, it should buy for a long time. No, definitely there will be a short sell, short buy, short sell, short buy before it rise up to a certain level for the indicators to show that it's now time for the sellers to also come in to put in a pressure on sell, and your overbought zone will also determine for you, and the indicators over there will also determine for you. Once you are discovering that, we are still on a EA. That is our main motive for the video, the EA. You see that since the market is in low liquidity, it's moving up small, down small, up small, down small. So definitely you are not going to be affected by any loss. And since our indicators have also shown over there, you see, you will wait for your 30 pips to hit, and you wait for your 30 pips to hit. So that is what we are looking for. Now after that sell on that point, you see that now currently price is on the oversold zone, so we are buying now. and my EA is also making a buy position now. So you only take a trade, sell trade over at that point, and you wait for the same indicator to show you also wait for the indicator to show at that point. That is where you wait for it to show for confidently putting your buy trade. So you wait and show at that point for you to take a buy trade. Okay, so that is where you exit your sell. If you put in a sell at that point, that is on the previous time frame. At that point, you put in your sell there. You exit it when the indicator also shows at that point. That is the buy here for you to exit on a sell, open a buy and hold. Definitely if you are using the manual one, or if you are using the indicators will show you possible reversal point, but you keep holding when until your finally all the indicators will show you that no, this is your end point or this is your exit point. You exit and open another position. So with that, you are not going to stress yourself on trading. The indicators and the EA will do the work for you. Now with this currency with this currency metal one that you are seeing over here too will help you determine that okay, now USD is strong or USD is weak. So currently you could see that USD is very strong. So if you are putting in any buy trade, you see you are going to make it perfect. Your indicators are showing a buy. Your Bollinger Band lower band has also hit on that point. Your overbought and oversold zone has also hit that. It's an oversold zone. And we are buying. Your USD is also on a high. Is very strong this morning, and it's currently having a point of 7.1. So it's telling that it's very strong, and your indicators have also shown a buy. So confidently, there is nothing to lose than to open a buy trade for the trade to run. So still we are waiting for the EA to complete our 30 minutes, 30 pips. We are waiting for it to confirm our 30 pips, and with that you get to know, or you see that surely the EA is good. You see now, you can see it has hit, and my balance is now 0.90. At first it was on 0.60. Yeah, so it's 0.90 now, and this one to 296.93 now, and still it's running. So you could see that this blue circle that I was saying earlier, that once it shows, you confidently put in your buy. You see that. So if you take a sell at this point, there's once the blue shows, that will be your exit point. Okay, here will be your exit point, and open a buy position. Since all the indicators are perfect now, all the indicators are shown here for a buy. Your overbought zone has also shown for you to buy, and your band and the price is also on the buy, on the lower band too. You also take a buy. So with that, you'll be able to see that both manually and the EA is working out. Some the EA has also opened another buy since USD is strong. Since our indicators are still showing a buy position, it has opened another buy position again, and it's working perfectly according to the indicators over there. So if you are new to my channel, you just subscribe to my new channel. You subscribe, you put it under the comment section if you have anything to say, and I'll put all my links over there. If you want to chat with me, or if you want to contact me, you can do it anyhow you want to do it, so that you will contact me and negotiate and do business with me. Until then, we meet again.